Hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. You can call me Anonnie. I am a tarot reader, a channeler, and intuitive for divine, source, and Christ consciousness energy. And I'm here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all. I'm here to deliver this reading so that you feel less alone, so that you also feel a sense of guidance, and so that you can also trust in your own intuition. Because above all, I am given these gifts to be a guide and to also help to reinforce those who are constantly having their reality questioned because it doesn't fit into the status quo. I am here for you. So thank you for joining me for this service at the Temple of the High Priestess. You know, that's been a thing lately. I get the feeling that this is going to be a bit of a tarot and chat. You know, I feel like for those of us who experience aspects of reality that are ineffable and cannot easily be explained to anybody's common mind, those common minds or the common rhetoric in society can really make us feel like we're pushed to the outskirts, that we are the outcasts, that we have been excommunicated even from our own communities, even from our own demographic communities in some way or the other, or your physical community. So that's again why I created this temple and I created this space, so that people don't need to always have their reality questioned, but just accept it. And you'd be surprised to find how some people can create entire dialogues, or some people can create entire storylines to question someone else's reality and to profit off of that, or to validate their own superior intelligence mechanisms they feel like they hold by trying to, in some ways, directly or even indirectly declare that someone else's reality does not make sense. And there's something about this phrase, and I want to say this. There's something about this phrase where someone says to you, that doesn't make any sense. You know, recently I was watching this podcast, and I watch this podcast maybe like 2 or 3 times per year. I'm not necessarily going to mention it, but it's like one of the most popular podcasts that are out there, and is led by that like hefty looking bald dude who has like a very strange shaped torso. Not gonna lie, his torso, the shape of it is a bit strange. But I was watching his podcast, and he was interviewing a friend that he's had on this podcast for like at least a decade. You know what I'm saying? If not more than that. And the man who leads this podcast was questioning his friend's sanity. And this man even brought up how his friend, right, the guest, was on antidepressants. And he said at least twice during this podcast where he's interviewing his friend, he said at least twice, I shall repeat myself, I think you're losing your mind, or you're going crazy, just relax. And I feel the need to say that feeling crazy, or yes, Bobby, thank you. I feel the need to say that being called crazy has, in some ways, from my sense of spiritual maturity, transmuted itself and has been transferred into a compliment. Like, when you look around you, so many things are crazy, so to speak. You know, there's something here just about this as a word in and of itself, how invalidating it is to tell someone that doesn't make any sense, or to label someone as crazy, or what they're doing is crazy, or what they're thinking is crazy. I'll let you out in a minute, Bubby. You know, because there are other ways that we can phrase a misunderstanding in the human language. You can say, I don't understand that. Can you explain it a different way? Or can you explain it again? Or I don't understand this particular thing. Can you explain it in a different way? And you know what the difference is in that type of phrasing? It is actually accountability. Because instead of declaring that you are the one who is creating the misunderstanding, or you are the one who is difficult to understand, or to even erase this identity factor that you are someone who is just profusely misunderstood. If someone says, I do not understand, it means they take the accountability for misunderstanding. So let's talk about accountability. Because haven't we seen in other systemic powers, the lack of accountability is ferociously degrading society on a large scale? From the tippy top of whatever systems are governing this nation or the nations all over the world, down to your neighbor, down to friends, interpersonal connections, not knowing how to take accountability, even in something as basic as their own speech. I feel here the need to really, truly reassure you that you are not going crazy. Temperance and strength, brilliant. You are not going crazy. You know, I have a little postcard, not a postcard, a little index card that, I have an affirmation on. And this affirmation has truly helped me through these times where I look around myself and wonder, is this the capital T truth? Is this the capital R reality? Are you kidding me? More and more, this reality is being revealed to be a circus, a theater, right? And so amongst that circus and amongst that theater, it can seem like the flying monkeys or these people who come together in groups because they share the same ideas. It can really seem as though they have the capital T truth of what reality is. And I want to tell you that that is not the case, especially because you are the one with the eyes. Especially because you are the only one in your respective reality who is looking through eyes. You cannot jump into somebody else's mind and look through their eyes. You cannot do that. And so you have a particular curator energy to you regarding your respective reality. And so with this is the empowerment of defining the capital T truth. So, all that is to say, when there is this type of denial from the external reality, number one, reflect. Thank you, Bubby. I think my cat needs to use. Hold on. I think my cat needs to use the litter box. I think he's just telling me he's using the litter box. Okay. Thank you, Bubby. So as I was saying, and as I was channeling, your respective capital T truth, do not let it be swayed by outside rhetoric. So on the index card, one of the affirmations that have truly served me is this, and is as follows. Self-belief is the antidote. Self-belief is the antidote. In my life, whenever I have thought of, whenever I have double thought, overthought, backtracked, or tried to actually distort my reality to understand someone else's perspective, so to speak, in some way, and it really created so much resistance and tension with my own respective reality, it created this form of a poison. And when I say this form of a poison, it is self-doubt. So hear me clearly, because when I say that I am integrating, I found it difficult to integrate someone else's perspective, that still comes from a heart that is wise to humility. Because of course, when I hear someone else when I hear out someone else's perspective, when I hear out what someone else has to say, how they are feeling, with my sense of discernment as above and so below, I can feel, oh, yes, there's resonance here. I see where they're coming from. Or I can feel the opposite. This seems like manipulation. It's actually like it's not resonating with me whatsoever. I do not understand this. And so, from this below perspective, when I haven't been able to understand where someone is coming from, I would cut off parts of my own understanding to try to assimilate theirs into my respective reality. And that was the trap. That was the poison, so to speak. And so I want to share this affirmation with you that your self-belief, your belief in yourself, and when I say belief in yourself, I mean how you emotionally reacted to something. Do not deny that. Do not doubt that. The gut feeling that you got, the intuitive nudge you felt, do not doubt that. Do not deny it. Your emotional reactions, your thoughts, how you're feeling, your interpretations, never doubt them. Because actually, the belief in yourself will always serve to be the antidote. Maybe I should just leave this as an 11-minute channeling. What do you think? Also, yeah, High Priestess and Strength. Thank you, Divine. Hey, Booby. Good job, huh? Thank you. Thank you. So, with all that being said, oh, what is it, Bubby? You want to go outside? Okay, hold on, you guys. Let me let the cat outside. Yes, you go, Bubby. You want to go outside? Okay. All right. So thank you for that channeling, Divine. So let's see what's in the cards and what the message is for us, the original Earth Angels and the Divine Collective on this day. Glory be to the highest creator, source one of all things at the highest frequency of love. You are around me, you are within me, you surround me, above and below, side to side, within and without. Thank you, Divine Source One, Divine Feminine, and Divine Masculine. I receive the Divine's messages, Source One Creator, with integrity. I receive their messages with clarity. I deliver them as the truth. I also deliver them because I have integrity. And I speak them as the truth because I have self-belief. Thank you, Divine Creator. Ashe. Yeah, they're telling me something here about like, you do not always need to have your reality confirmed by someone else's validation. So there's an aspect here of emotional manipulation or an emotionally manipulative tactic that can run rampant in today's society, where people feel the need to have someone else understand their emotions and then to have that other person either react to them in a certain way, validate them in a certain way, or some sort along those lines. When really, I feel as though the truest empowerment is to own one's emotions, regardless of anyone else's respective reactions to them. Because outside validation is not always, I'm hearing it is not a winning game. So it's not a losing game, but it's never a game that you're necessarily going to win because once more, you have your own eyes, don't you? So to seek outside validation for how you're feeling, your interpretations, what you're thinking, your opinions, your beliefs, so to speak, will only lead you to a chase, a wild goose chase, or even worse, a sense of groupthink, where you certainly only surround yourselves with others who are just as certain in their perspectives that they are immobilized and stubborn and resistant to even changing, because they only surround themselves with their same old ideas. Enablers. So I feel here like there's an encouragement to be strong, with the strength card that has shown itself twice here, and the validation of one's own experience, because this is what you shall review when it comes to an end. When the time comes for the Passover, you will not look into anybody else's eyes. You will only see your own visual recording of how you decided to live. So once more, keep this in mind, not from a space of morbidity, because life is brilliant, and as such, so is death. But recall correctly that it is yours to inhabit from the beginning unto its end, and then back again. If that is what your soul shall choose, to come back again. So in essence, when it comes to the final hour of the existence that you have, that you inhabit, there is no blaming anyone else for not validating you or for validating you too much. It is always you in and of yourself. It is always you and God. That is all that there is. There is always you and Source. That is all that there is. There is only you and the Most High. The divine creator is all that is. So I feel like that is the only peace that is the only place where you shall find peace or affirmation or this validation. Does it look like I am glowing purple over here? Do you see that? Is that just me, or do you kind of see a glow of purple right around here? Right around my shoulders, I see purple. Thank you, Creator. The Magician and the Star. It's time to manifest. That's what they're telling me. It's a good time to manifest now with the 8 of Cups here. I want to talk about this 8 of Cups. Because divine creator, there are, I want to say it this way, there are so many scenes to this theater that I have left behind. There are so many themes and characters and actors who were employed to play a certain character that I have moved on from. And at times I wonder about being such a rolling stone that catches no moss, so to speak. But I also want to make sure, divine creator, 8 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. Well, wonderful. I also want to make sure, divine creator, that I am still compassionate towards myself and others along the way, and as well as in my reasoning when I honestly feel the intuitive nudge to leave something behind, that it is no longer offering what it is that I desire. And I find this because when I have these desires, right, and they become fulfilled, and then I feel ready to kind of transcend or to move on to the next level or the next phase here, I find that whenever I move forward, people actually stay behind wherever I have left them. And so I wonder what that really means. It makes me wonder about they're telling me here that 8 of Cups is the card that means yes. You're at the 7 of Cups and you're realizing that all of those cups and all those options, something about it means that it's like it's not right for you, or it doesn't exactly hit. It doesn't slap. Like that's what they're just saying. And with the 8 of Cups here, this is when you realize that everything that seemed like it was enough for you is no longer enough. And they're telling me here that this is okay. This isn't like to be a source of shame when you are able to recognize that what is around you or what someone is giving to you or what someone is reflecting back to you or whatever that capacity is for the person, the place, the circumstance, the situation. If the capacity does not match what your desire is, it's okay to go. They're telling me here that Eight of Cups, yes, it means leaving something behind, but it is also the card of discernment. It's the card of discernment. Because many people can get stuck at the Seven of Cups, seeing that there are so many options, but unable to make the decision, the determination to go in a particular direction that is their Nine of Cups. And so what they end up doing is dispersing or fragmenting so many aspects of themselves and who they are because they don't have the discernment to say, amongst all these options, I can tell in my soul and my highest self are telling me to go this way. And because I'm going this way, I can tell that you're going that way. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Something else that's been coming up within me, Divine Creator. I'm going to burn a little bit more of this bay leaf here. Thank you all for liking, subscribing. Thank you for watching. Oops. Hold on. I'm going to burn a bit more of this. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's fine. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. They're showing me here that actually this mindset can at times keep you or keep me, so to speak, right? This is like a personal channeling and also a fractal channeling as we are of each other. They're showing me with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles that actually sometimes you may punish your own self in your mind by creating something or a storyline that isn't necessarily true because of Four of Pentacles. So because you feel like you should have held on to something, even though you were being shown it wasn't working for you. So I'm hearing literally be cognizant of those thoughts that will try to convince you that what you have left behind was actually where you were supposed to be in any type of form or fashion, because it's never the case. I feel here, in fact, that you may actually show people who are afraid of change that they are actually holding too tight of a grip on their reality. It's like some people are too afraid to jump. Yes. In the depiction on this card, it's someone who's hanging out of the window and they feel, and the full moon is in the sky and it's messing with their thoughts. There's a direct stream from the full moon to the top of this person's head, and outside of the window are the Eight Swords. It's this, I'm hearing it's this crazy speech or this crazy talk. I don't know what's going on with that. There are people who are so embedded in the status quo that they truly cannot see. They cannot understand their own stubbornness when they call other people crazy. In fact, when they are calling someone else crazy, there's like some type of like momentum surrounding this word. I don't know what's going on here. But when they call somebody crazy, they're actually just depicting their own stubbornness, their own inflexibility. They cannot stretch their own mind outside to understand where you are coming from and why you're choosing what it is that you are choosing to do or to be. Let's see what else is here. Eight of Cups to the Eight of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Wands to the Star. The World, Eight of Wands. What would you like to share, Divine Creator, with us on this day? Thank you. I think we're going to do 4. Yeah, look, we have the Seven of Cups here to the Eight of Pentacles. And on the outside here, okay, over here. Do you want to go over here yet? Yes. Okay. No, not yet. Okay. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. So on the left, we have the Three of Wands reversed, the Two of Cups, and Justice. This is really interesting because this is actually something I was journaling about today. And I'm going to share it with you all. So as you all know, like I work on Two of Pentacles here, like I'm juggling many things at once, which I actually enjoy that type of feeling. I enjoy having a project over here, a project over here. I enjoy being a business owner, an entrepreneur. I love being these things. And I love it because it kind of tickles my brain in different ways so that I don't get exhausted just doing like one thing from a 9 to 5. And it's just one thing, the same tasks. And there's like no promise for a promotion, so to speak. Okay. No, I'm just talking about my personal preferences. There are many different ways that people's brains can be tickled, so to speak. That's what I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles here. I was journaling this sunrise when I was outside and I was meditating about how the divine has showed me over the past 2 years. The divine has showed me consistently that I cannot bring people with me on this prophecy, this 10 of Pentacles prophecy. And I was a bit confused because we have this proverb, so to speak, in the English language, you know, if you want to move quickly or if you want to get there quickly, go on your own. But if you want to go far, go with a team. And so I've had that in my mind where whenever I'm working on a project or developing something, I always constantly want to bring people into it. People who seem like they'd be a good fit, people who it seems like we're a good interpersonal fit or that we're friendly, people who have like the respective expertise. And when I tell you, with this 10 of Pentacles, it almost feels to me like it has been delayed with the Three of Wands here in the reversed. Because whenever I've tried to bring someone into any project that the divine has given unto me, like blessed me to do with the idea to create, that type of connection or relationship, it ends. It doesn't work out. And so I was journaling with the divine this sunrise, like, why does that happen? You know, like there was this one research project I was working on, and the people I was working with were literally bullying me. It was terrible. And I had felt called to be on that project. I wanted to support. I was working like 2-3 times a week on that project, like having 2 to 3 meetings per week to set everything up. I traveled for that project, all of these things. And I brought so much momentum to it. And then I received the download that my time with this project is done. It's not the place for me. And I remember sitting there like, really, wait, what? Like, I'm not supposed to be a part of this. And every time I would pull cards, they would say, disengage, don't be a part of this, These are not the people. This is not your team, all of this. And when I went to the final meeting that I went to, I remember at this team meeting, I started to share my accomplishments that were taking place outside of this respective project. And they were reticent to even congratulate me. Only one person out of that entire team was like, oh, that's great. I'm happy to hear that's working out for you. The others just kept their mouth shut. They couldn't even compliment me on my success, even though the abundance energy that I carried was bringing their project success. So then I couldn't bring them with me. And the person on that project, they wanted to be involved in like the book I'm creating, like so many things. And the divine was like, nope, they can't come with you. Then this happened again with a podcast that I have created, where I wanted to bring a friend and to support them to be a part of this podcast so that I could promote what it is that they're creative, whatever it is that they like to do creatively. And when push came to shove, this person didn't show. And so, albeit they were going through a lot at the time, but divine timing brought that together, that this person went through immense suffering right at the exact time that they were supposed to be contributing to this project. And I want to say in another way, I have even tried to hire people to outsource some of the work that these projects require. I have even tried to outsource the work and to pay people to do it. And they weren't able to reach the quality that I really needed the project to be at. So again, I paid them to literally do this work. And then the quality of what they created was so poor that I had to end the contract, even though I had paid them for everything. So again, that didn't work out. And then on this number 3 or number 4, I guess that we're on, there's a product that I'm ready to create. And this product is going to help many, many people. And so because from this perspective and from this proverb, I thought, okay, I need to bring other people into this because then that will increase its success. I want to tell you that that's not always the case. And so I had to journal this sunrise because I'm thinking to myself, 3 of Wands reversed, 2 of Cups and Justice. Do I just need to accept the fact that what I'm creating is meant to be done by my own hands, is meant to be curated from my own imagination, and it is meant to be published? It is meant to be promoted. It is meant to be finalized from my own individual sense of leadership. That's what the divine has been showing me. And you know how long it took for me to actually accept that. So I feel here that this is what the divine is showing me here. The 3 of Wands is in the reversed. Something will continue to be stalled or it will not come in. And then we have the 2 of Cups here and Justice. So you cannot force for the team to be created. It will come to you. Justice and 2 of Cups. So this means that if there is any type of connection, relationship, partnership that did not work out, that couldn't even get off the ground, that was justified. So do not carry any sense of confusion with the 8 of Pentacles here and the 7 of Cups about you, your project, what you're creating, your work ethic. Because I feel here at this time, it seems like others' involvement in the development of your projects may muddy the waters a bit with the 7 of Cups here. Seven to the 8 of Cups. You have been pushed to move forward on purpose because this 8 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, I want to tell you it's meant to be all yours. I'm hearing in my mind, it's supposed to be all mine. You may want to process if that feels selfish for you, and that is why you want to continuously bring people in. It's not selfish. In fact, I feel like I want to clarify the Three of Wands here. In fact, it may actually be the source of some delay. 10:10 on my clock. Woo! Thank you all for liking. Can I get one more to clarify Three of Wands reversed, this delay? Three of Wands reversed, please. Yeah, look. Wow. This is it, okay? We have the, yeah, and then we have the star here. Clarifying the Three of Wands reversed is the Page of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. It is supposed to be you. Page of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles is telling me that the outcome of these projects, or the outcome of this work that you're doing, and the wealth you are building and the riches that are yours, are from an energy or a source of independence. Nine of Pentacles is the fully self-sufficient baddie, the fully self-sufficient master, so to speak. Because this means that you are self-made. And the Page of Cups here means that you are meant to be so self-made that people admire that independence. The fact that you were able to do it on your own or by yourself. It's almost like, I don't want to say that person's name. Oh, sorry, I think there was a bug. Did you see that? Did you see a bug? I think there was a bug. Page of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles is giving me like, almost like when Beyonce broke out of Destiny's Child. Like if there was a different type of loyalty to the group of Destiny's Child, would she be where she is today? There's a breakout energy here that means like Page of Cups, like you're the one that people are meant to be catering to. And I feel here, instead you've been thinking about, how do I include other people? How do I cater to other people? But in fact, step into that divine feminine energy and allow people to cater to you. You're actually meant to do this independently. Especially with the star energy showing up for you as well. It's like this is a pact between you and the divine creator. You don't need to let other people in on it. Okay? I'm hearing that's not a part of the plan. That's not a part of the plan. We also have the Six of Cups and Judgment here at the bottom of the deck. And it's interesting how we have the 6 to the 7 to the 8. This is a process with the Judgment here that you've been learning. So I hope that this can serve as affirmation for you. There's nothing about who you are or your work ethic or yourself as a person, or that you're crazy, or some type of bullshit rhetoric there, some type of bullshit storyline there. None of that is the case. And all of that is going to come from these people who are in the Three of Wands reversed, who don't even know how to take a step forward. They don't know how to leap out of the window because all they see are swords on the ground. What is this called? Don't listen to the peanut crew. Okay? Three of Cups in the world. Thank you. All right, y'all, let me have some tea and we're going to transition. Yeah, it's an interesting energy here because it's like, I don't necessarily want to tell you not to ask for help. But I feel what's happening here is you're always meant to be at the core center of all of the decisions being made. Like you are the CEO. And if there's any type of opportunity or something where someone wants to like share that with you, or if someone wants to be making the decisions alongside you, it won't manifest. Three of Wands. Because you're meant to be an independent thought leader. This is actually a gift. 10 of Pentacles and the filler card at the split of the deck. Gold Tarot, would you like to share with us anything else about this message? Thank you, Divine Creator. Okay. We have the High Priestess. This is also the case, right? Because I feel like people can tell what's on you. This star energy, 9 of Pentacles, this is it girl energy, it guy energy. This is the influencer energy. This is the how did you do that? Where did you buy it? That type of energy. How did you do it? Where did you buy it? And how did you learn how to do that? Where did you find this? It's that type of energy. The consistent inquiry about what comes to you naturally. So with the High Priestess here and the Three of Wands reversed, you may want to stop telling people your secrets, so to speak. Okay? What they want you, Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What they want you to do, in fact, is to create an air of mystery surrounding you. So instead of giving out your lessons, your wisdoms, and all of this and whatnot, how you did this, how you did that, instead of giving that out for free, I would actually encourage you to monetize that. So that whatever it is, whatever information or the process is for you to have become who you are here, you can actually give that back to people and you don't have to do it for free. That's what they're telling me here. And this is the judgment and this is the mindset shift. That you have been incredibly compassionate and supportive when people have asked you who, what, when, where, and how. Did you do that? Now, instead, with the High Priestess here, allow there to be the 7 of Cups for those people. They don't exactly know how to place you. They don't exactly know how you were able to do that. And if they want to know, they can check out your work. They can check out your website. They can check out whatever this is that you have to offer to teach them. Show me this High Priestess. Thank you, Divine. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups and the Devil here. Yes, because, these people, I feel here like it's good that these people are obsessive over how you are manifesting and conjuring all of this brilliant success for yourself in all areas of your life where you wish for there to be so. So I feel here like, who cares that there's this obsessive energy? People who are obsessed with me, they are the most profitable clients that I have. There you go. People who are obsessed with me, how I did it, the who, what, when, where, how, and why, they are my best clients because they continuously offer their prosperity and wealth to me, and mine continues to grow as such. They keep paying me for my services, and I'm grateful. Yeah, we have the Devil and the 6 of Swords coming out here anyway. Okay? I feel like that's kind of the mindset here. Your mystery, the mystery that surrounds you, I'm hearing is an ally, is an antidote. It can be used to your benefit and for your favor. Okay? Anything for the center grid here, Most High Divine Creator? Yeah, we have the Devil and 5 of Swords. It's interesting. Like one of these people who just stopped showing up and who did not, it doesn't matter. But one of these people who I am considering, and who I see as a part of this devil energy. Yeah, Devil and 3 of Wands with the Hierophant, exactly. One of these people, I've noticed that they're copying the method that I use to be popular on social media. Like how I post, what I post, they're literally starting to copy how I actually present myself on social media. Show me this about the middle. Thank you, Creator. Yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles. Strength. Okay. This is what I'm going to tell you here as well. You're moving towards this Ten of Pentacles energy, which means that you're communing with people who have a better understanding of the flow of money and what it takes to have it. So with where you're at right now, you may have been trying to collaborate with people who still carry a scarcity mindset surrounding money. So that's why they will immediately jump to being competitive with you, because they feel as though if you have ideas, if you bring momentum, if you have the abundance, they want to ride those coattails so that they can also have some of that abundance for themselves, because they don't know how to conjure it for themselves. It's a scarcity mindset that they want to take from you so that they can feel like they have something. And so I feel here what you're actually moving towards is working with people who are already in a state, physical and spiritually, of abundance, so that it feels actually collaborative instead of competitive. Oh, yes, crabs in a barrel. Yes, you're right. Thank you. Anything else, Gold Tarot? Yeah, we have the sun. We have the sun. Everything that is before you and every choice that you have made, where you have declared from your sense of discernment and self-love that what was offered is no longer feeding you, and you decided to leave because of that, it was the right choice, the sun. It is self-belief. It is self-love. And I also want to say here that people need to get off of this ego trip of trying to declare that there's something wrong with their ego. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? People who are like, oh, I don't associate with my ego, or, you know, like the ego is not good for you. The ego will always lead you astray. It's like, no. I personally do not believe that. I feel like I was given an ego for a reason, right? I don't deny myself. I don't deny my ego. I don't deny that I have one and what it tells me that I want to achieve. But I do not deny my ego. I direct it to benevolence. Okay? Yes. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess. Love. We do not deny our egos here. We direct it towards love. So the ego will say, I want this, I want that, I want to achieve, I want to succeed. Brilliant. Then take the momentum that the ego is telling you that it wants to create and make sure that it is for the benevolence and joy of all beings. Instead of this denial aspect, like I don't want to follow what my ego tells me to do. It only tells me to what? To what? To be selfish or something? When again, you only have your own eyes to look out from through reality. Okay? Something about this here. Let's continue. Anything else, Gold Tarot? I think that's it. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. That's it. And okay. Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, with the Ace of Pentacles at the split of the deck. And the Two of Wands. I want to tell you here that this security of your legacy, this crabs in a barrel perspective, is going to share that you are selfish. I feel like someone is literally like trying to do like magic because I'm like this. You know what I mean? Like someone's trying to conjure and like do all of this. But like I feel like they have this perspective that you are selfish, when in reality, the legacy that you are creating is actually connected to the benevolence of society, to the benevolence and to the support and to the altruism to build a better society, to build a better community. So, the selfishness, so to speak, or these ego driven pursuits that are in the name of joy and love, is actually helping to open the roads to creating a better place or a better society. I don't know how else to say this, for all people. But I think here what is truly bothering these energies that will call you selfish or crazy is how you don't include them in that process. You're not including them in the creative flow process of this legacy. They can enjoy the outcomes because the legacy that you are creating is to support people in and of themselves. And you're not going to pick and choose who it can support to live a better life. But it's like they want to be a part of the process when it's not their legacy. Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. How long have I been on here? Oh gosh, 50 minutes. All right, y'all, let me check my phone really quick. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Bobby, you want to come inside? You want to come inside? No? Okay, he's good. Bobby is good. Okay. So I think the last thing that I will tap into here is the Kipperish deck. And you all know that Kipperish tends to read the karmic energies, like what people have been saying and stuff like this. So let's see. Okay. Thank you, beloved ancestors, spirit guides, and guardians for this message on this day. Thank you for bringing us into the space of self-love once again and always whenever it is needed for us. Thank you for showing us self-belief and self-trust. And thank you for showing us also the beautiful independence of self-reliance. So rather than taking this as any form of shame or negative emotion or negative experience, it is actually the glory of sovereignty. And we relish in it as so. Thank you, Divine. Okay, let's see what's happening here, Kipperish deck. What would you like to show us for the energies today? I'm hearing Final Destination, and I just saw the Death card come out. I'm going to put that, they want it out. I heard Final Destination. Someone could want to travel to you, and they're also going to pass away when they're in your city or something like this. Final destination. Like someone could want to travel back to a city where they know their family is, or where they know that you are and their family is there. Or it's like someone wants to call you to see you before they pass away as like one of the final destinations on their bucket list. Ooh, child. Woo. I heard Jeremy. Oh gosh, I have like chills running down my spine. Oh, I don't know if I want to read this. Okay. I accept Divine Creator. Thank you. What do you want to show me, Kipperish? Boss. Oh, Boss just hit the ground. And then we have Destruction and Queen of Swords. Someone here feels like you're in the power position. So they're in a pickle here, they're telling me. And this person could also really like pickles. Like it's one of their favorite foods. But they're in a pickle, they're telling me, because this person may actually pass away soon. But they know that you have some type of power of judgment over them. And if you say something where you don't accept them or you don't forgive them with the Queen of Swords and Destruction here, they would feel devastated. Because once more, it's like this person is coming upon the review at the end of their life, and they know that there are certain people that they should seek forgiveness from. So you're intimidating this person right now, and they are intimidated because they feel like you have the final say, or what you have to say to them could destroy them. And they feel like the stakes are high. On transition, we have self-love. And then we have twin flame that's on the fence. I gotta tell you something too. My TV is like refreshing itself, and I'm not even touching it. It keeps like reloading. Okay. It's the technomancy. It's the technomancy. Show me more about this, please. Like, I want to tell you that when this person passes away, they would hope that you would visit their grave. We do have twin flame that's on the fence here, so that could be who this is. Let's continue. Thank you, Kipperish. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, y'all. Let's do this reading. Courthouse and conflict. Okay. Give me a second to acclimate. You have the final say here in an official issue. And when I say that this is an official issue, I'm talking about, like, I'm seeing 3 5s here. 55 for conflict and then 23 for courthouse. You have the final say because there's some type of truth that you can speak that would immediately put someone either in prison, or that would immediately reveal that someone is a thief, that they've stolen from you and from other people. So it's like you have some type of power position here, where if you go to this court meeting or whatever, give me a second. I'm just going to say you have the power to put someone in prison, and that type of theatric play, so to speak, is happening for you now. This person cannot defeat. This person has found that you are undefeated because of your energy of bliss and self-love. So with hater and manifestation that are coming out here in the reversed, no matter what this person does, the manifestations either fail, or what they try to use by means of magic returns back onto them. This person is too bitter to manifest anything. And they never learned the lesson that when they are bitter in their heart, that is what will manifest in their reality. And so as you continue to show up as someone who loves themselves through and through, and in this energy of self-love, you can even reach the state of bliss. You have continuously showed this to be who you are, and that is why you can manifest. because that self-love and bliss is in your heart, which is the currency of the times, is it not? So I'm not 100% sure of what this death energy is here with the twin flame, but there is someone here who is provocative, promiscuous, and they are so bitter, and they are such a hater, and they've carried so much hate in their heart for such a long time that they don't even connect the energy of love with the Jezebel energy here. They don't know what love is. They see love as something that is competitive or sexual, and that's it. They see love as a means to an end. So whoever this hater and this Jezebel energy is, and to be honest, I'm actually getting a masculine. He has actually landed himself in prison. And I feel here with animosity and thief, his own anger, his own hater energy towards you, and his own anger is what left him or has brought him here. So he cannot sit here and try to blame you about why he's in prison, because the actions that he took to steal from you that brought him to prison came from his own anger, his own frustration, his own choice to act on that anger and frustration and to create conflict for you. So he can only be mad at himself because once more, he was a dummy when he was trying to manifest something against you, because it came back onto him in a huge way. And so now I feel here you're going to be called to this trial, whatever this is, with the courthouse energy here and false documentation. You will be called to be a part of this trial, and the truth that you have to speak will destroy his case. And that's what it is. I feel like that's literally, it's as simple as that. Show me a bit more here, please. This energy has been coming out quite frequently, I must tell you, about someone going to prison. This imprisonment energy could be someone's twin flame. Okay. And you have some type of evidence that you can speak on in court that will seal this person's prison deal. Divine, what's the next level to this energy? What's the next level? Like, what's going to happen? Thank you. We have unbothered at the bottom of the deck. So we have 5 of Pentacles, confusion and illusion, ascension, false narrative, and manipulation. So in court, this person is going to try to say something about false pretense, that they had some type of intel, but I feel like this intel was illegally gained in some type of way. So they gained some type of intel about you. I'm hearing that they could have listened in on a private conversation. So they got this type of intel. I feel like they misread the situation, or whatever intel that they got, it was manipulated into a false narrative or into a lie about you. Okay? So this person knows that they're in the shit because you keep ascending out of any trap that they try to put you in. You're unbothered. And not only are you unbothered, but you're still speaking your truth. And I also feel like what they want me to share here about this court case specifically is your intellectual lucidity. Because remember at the start of this reading, I was bringing up something about someone trying to say that you're crazy or you can't make your own decisions or that you weren't in the right mental space, something like that. You are literally showing up as a king of swords, someone who is sharp of the mind, someone who is intelligent and who has wit about them. And you have shown this about who you are, that you have intellectual lucidity, you can make your own decisions, that you are in fact intelligent, in perhaps even a cut above the rest in terms of your IQ or intelligence. So you have shown this in the energy of unbothered. So you've shown this to be yourself anyway, without any other form of input from this person, as though it has emerged from you organically as who you are. So this person can no longer sit here and try to say that, like, you're not of the right mind. There's literal proof that's out there that you may actually be above average in your intelligence. Anything else here, Divine? Yeah, it's a karmic masculine. I told you. It's a karmic masculine. It's a man that you're going to see in court. Okay? Yeah, it's a man. And we have an ice king that's coming up here too. Anything else about this court case that we need to know? Oh gosh, 10 of swords reversed. 10 of swords and the Most High reversed. I heard perverse. Show me about this karmic masculine and what he did. He only hurt himself. Relationship on the fence. Emotional pain. Occupation on the fence. This person has an issue because they've also mixed work with pleasure. And they've gone against their better judgment so many times that this is their outcome. I feel like this is someone who is essentially laying down and they're going to let the train run over them, so to speak. Because it's like they know that they made bad decisions. And I feel like they were being reckless, especially in the workplace. So it's like they're not expecting anything else. Like this person can look in their mind and say, yeah, you know what? I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that. And then this happened. And then I also did this. And then I also did that. So it's like, there's no place for them to sit there and to plead with the Most High to say like, oh, well, I didn't know. There's no place for that for them anymore. So I feel here the Most High is showing up in the reverse to say they're not answering this karmic masculine's prayers because the answered prayer is their judgment and them taking accountability for the choices that they have made. Mixing, remember we had the Jezebel here, mixing work with pleasure when it shouldn't have been that way. Crossing over ethical boundaries. Not following ethics. This person sealed their fate. And I feel like with the death energy here, they've put all of these nails in their own coffin. All right, they said final messages. Yeah, third-party situation. Oof. Third-party situation and karma, emotional manipulator with 5 of swords. This is like somebody who would play head games in the workplace. Ew. And there's an innuendo there, which I do not like. This is someone who would like emotionally manipulate their friends or people who that they were working with. They would try to triangulate people. They're getting their karma. Okay? That's what it is. They're getting their karma, 5 of swords. All right, y'all, we're going to close this out now. Thank you for joining me at Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess. Thank you for joining me for the prophecy reading. Was there something else there, Divine, or is this it? Is that it, Divine? I feel like they want to do, they want you to know specifically, it has to do with a signature. It has to do with there being an official signature on something that you weren't made aware of, but it was about you. So this could be power of attorney. And in this document, there's a type of description about why they're able to take this from you. But the description is falsified. And then your signature is also falsified. Okay? Give me a second. What is this document, creator? I'm still getting this same energy, and it's not budging, about how this karmic masculine would sign off on transfers happening in your name and transferring money from one account to the other account, or like from one business to the next business. But they said that you were the one who did it, and you weren't. You never signed on this. You were never made aware of this. You never had this amount of money that they were trying to transfer around. And so I feel here it's like they're telling me that they could have even photocopied your signature and then applied it to these documents. Like they would photocopy it, or they would upload your signature to a PDF file and then copy and paste it onto a document. And it wasn't just one, it was several documents, so that they could continue to like get the same transfers again and again, or whenever they felt like they needed them. Okay. Do you want to show me the outcome here for the Divine Collective, please? What is the advice that you have for them, Most High Source, about this situation with this karmic masculine? What's the advice? Oh, shit. I have never seen this before. So first I want to show you that we have the devil coming out with this document. There's an authority figure here who was verifying these documents, but they were a part of the opposing team. So whoever verified these documents with your fake signature on it, I feel like they're showing me that they noticed that it was fake, but they decided to become a part of the deal. So this is also another layer as to why this circumstance has been taking such a long time to proceed, or why the proceedings have been taking so long. Because someone who's either a police officer or a lawyer, but I'm actually getting a notoriety person, like someone who will notarize documents, or an accountant, one of those two. They noticed that there were issues, but they were brought onto the team. Okay, with the devil and the false document here. Show me. Yeah, intuitive Kev, you're here on the fence. Work and labor. And then we have health concern. This could also be a doctor. Okay, I want to close this out. Yeah, mentally and emotionally unstable and divinity. So this is what I'm going to share for some of you here. This court case may actually involve a doctor who tried to save their own ass by writing you off as mentally unstable. And it's because they mistreated you and a health concern that you had. So they were smiling to your face as if they were treating your health concern, but they were only taking money from other people. Hold on, let me get this right. It's like somebody was taking money while not helping you. So it's almost like some doctor was accepting money to not treat you when you had a serious health concern. And in order to validate that for himself, he put down in the notes in this false documentation that you were mentally and emotionally unstable. And that's why they weren't taking your health concerns seriously. Show me this. Yeah, this is about to make you rich. And I like how this is a rich guy, because it's going to show you here that the way you get your money is by taking it from this doctor who accepted money that made him rich while you were struggling with your health. You're about to, yeah, white magic. You're about to become rich off of this case. Okay? You may even present your social media as proof in this case that you're not mentally and emotionally unstable. Okay? Final messages here, Macabre deck. Thank you. Final messages, please. Yeah, you're the Empress. The Empress fell out on top of health concern. We have Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords. 10 of Swords reversed and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Swords, Ace of Cups. Final messages, Gold Tarot, please. My voice is kind of getting hoarse. I'm ready to close this out. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. And then we have Six of Wands. Thank you. And Nine of Cups. So I want you to expect for there to be some type of court case that comes to your mailbox. And it's going to be regarding a karmic masculine who abused his power when you could have had a serious health concern. And whatever organization that they were a part of, they created conflict on purpose so that people wouldn't take your health concerns seriously. And with this energy of mentally and emotionally unstable, they tried to use that as a way to use it against you, to invalidate you. And with the Three of Pentacles here and the Five of Wands to the 10 of Swords reversed and the Five of Swords, I feel like they have no more tricks that are left in the bag. All of this is being revealed and seen. And all of this is also going to help you in your prosperity and your riches and wealth to move forward. I feel like the karmic hammer is coming down on this organization and this karmic masculine for what they did. It's almost like because of this health concern, you were able to heal it on your own from this energy of self-love and bliss. It's like you went to the doctor and they didn't know how to help you, and you ended up healing yourself. And with the transition and the death energy here, it's like if you didn't do that, they would have just let you die. Like that's what I'm getting here with the death coming out first. Like they could have thought you were going to die, so they didn't want to help you. Or it's like you could have died if you didn't follow divine guidance here that you received to take care of your health. And whoever this karmic masculine is, and I'm going to say it again, they emotionally manipulated you. And that's what this third party energy is. It was the doctor. It was the nurse. It was the analyst. It was the scheduler. It was the insurance person that you had to speak to, that they, what am I saying? The billing person here who had to certify the notes. It was their supervisor that had to certify the notes. That's what I'm getting with the third party situation here. They're all going to get karma for this. And you, with the divinity and the Six of Wands, you win this case. And I'm hearing you win millions. But I'm gonna let that be as it is meant to be for you. 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. They have served themselves to be footstools to your success and your sovereignty. Blessed be divine creator of all things. Thank you for these messages. I call my energy back to me brilliant, purified, and cleansed, and also detached from any form of negativity. Any negative emotions, entities, or beings, I detach from them immediately now. I close the portals that I have been looking and peering within and through, and I give gratitude to the Most High Divine Creator for the accuracy of my messages as I have spoken and as I speak the truth. From divine gratitude of all that is within me, I give gratitude to the divine. Thank you, Most High Creator, Source One. I love you so much. Ashe. To the highest and greatest good of my own and to all, and to the harm of those who only deserve it. Ashe. End. Okay, y'all. So those were two different messages, I think they were somewhat connected, right? So those were two messages that I had to deliver to you on this day, two separate polls. I hope that they have been helpful for you. It's interesting. It's like all you have to do is show up and speak. It's almost like, I don't know if somebody tried to declare you as dead or something. Like it's that level of ridiculous. Okay. Thank you, Source Creator. I'm going to put these cards back to you. Thank you all for joining me at Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess. You can call me Anonnie. If you would like a personal reading so that you can learn a bit more about this circumstance for you personally, my email is anonniestemple@gmail.com. It's also in the description box. And you can also donate to the channel at $Anonniestemple. But I also have an Amazon wish list that can support people at any type of budget that they have if they want to show that they love this channel and that they support me too, and that they support the original Earth Angels. So thank you all for joining me. I will see you in the next one. And y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you. Bye.